Alright guys, welcome back to another video. In today's video we'll be drawing Amity from the owl house, so let's get into it. So as you can see, we already started sketching in the circle. Next we could go ahead and draw two lines cutting through the circle. Afterwards we could draw two other circles for the eyes. Then we could drop in a small triangle for the nose. Then underneath that we could just draw a curving line for the mouth. Next we will hop over to the left and we could start bringing down the face. And we will continue bringing down this line and we will follow it all the way to the right hand side. Afterwards we could head over to the left hand side and we could start dropping in her pointed ears. And then on the right hand side we could do the same thing. But right here we could draw in this triangle shape and shade it in for the earrings. And then right below that you could draw this line coming across for the hair. Okay, cool, so we finished with that. Now we could head over to the eyes and we could start putting in the eyelashes. So we just go in and we will darken up the areas on both sides. So feel free to slow it down for this part. So we just go in here and darken up the areas. Afterwards we could drop in the eyebrows. And for the one on the right hand side, we just go and grab the selector tool and just reposition it. So just adjust it and angle it a little bit down. Next we could go ahead and just add in the iris and the pupil for both. Then we could just add in two highlights. Alright, cool, so we finished with the eyes. Now we could just lower the opacity of this layer and now we could start working on the hair. Okay, so for the hair we're going to follow this line around the circle. And then we could come down here for the bangs going across. Then you could connect this part to the ears. Alright, cool. Then we could start moving to the back and bringing down these rest of hair strands. And then over on the left hand side we could just end it off with that bit. Alright, nice. Okay, so we finished with that. Now we could head down and we could start bringing down these two lines for the neck. And then two other lines right here for the shoulders. And then we could bring down this curving line coming down for a guide for the upper part of the body. Then from there we could draw two curving lines for the collar. Afterwards we will move over to the left and we could just draw in this little line for the breast. And then we will come down with two other lines but crossing over each other for the arms, because you actually arms folded. And I know we're moving a bit fast through this part, but feel free to slow it down. And then right at the bottom we could draw a diamond shape coming down for her dress. And right at this point we could draw a straight line coming down. And then we could draw two other straight lines coming down as well, and this will be for the legs. Bottom here we want to erase a little bit of the legs right here. And then we could go ahead and drop in both shoes coming out. And notice how it's kind of like a curving triangle. Put in the half moons on both of the shoes. Now we could just grab our selector tool and we just go and grab the head and just resize it a bit. Alright, so just like that. Now we can move on to finishing up the arm. So we're going to start this on a new layer so we're less destructive. So right here we could start drawing in the left hand right here. And it will be wrapping around the arm. And we go in a little bit fast with this. So feel free to slow it down. So right here we could drop in the sleeve. And then for the right side we will do a similar thing. And right here we will just have the fingers peeking out. Then we can shade in the fingernails. And right below that we could just add in this little belt here that she have underneath here. And then we could just trace over this diamond like shape for the dress. And then before we move on to the inking, we could go ahead and grab the head again with the selector tool. And we just go and angle it downwards a bit. Alright, so just like that, cool. And then we could just shade in these different areas. Alright, awesome. We finished with that. Now we can kick it into time lapse to do all the inking, and then we'll be back. Alright guys, so we back after the inking, and as you can see, Amity looking clean. So now we could move on to adding in all the colors. So while we adding in all the colors, just let me know what you think about this character Amity. And kinda like what I say in the Hunter vid, I don't know too much about Amity as a character. I never watched his show yet. And I know I had to really get on the show, but you know, I've been slacking off. And also for this one, I think I joined Amity from season 2. So for season 1, I believe it is, I think she had like green hair, but you know, let me know down in the comment section if I'm right about that or not. But yeah guys, just sit back and relax as we finish off blocking in the rest of the colors, and you know, grab some snacks if you need to. Okay guys, so we finished with adding in all the colors. Now we could just move on to adding in the highlights and shadows. So right here we just gonna add in the highlights for both the eyes. And then afterwards we could just add in the shadow to the nose and right underneath the neck right here. And then we can't forget about the most important part, and bam! There you have it guys, the final illustration. Hope you learned something, hope you enjoyed, and I hope to see you guys on the next one. Alright, see ya.